Someone
By
said
the way,
you
I
had.
feel so bad because Chamber knows nothing about this.
I
He
don't.
feels
I
so
don't
left
know.
out.
I don't
He
know
knows
shit.
nothing.
I don't know.
Wait, Davo. You mean we're having a conversation that doesn't involve Batman, where Chamber takes over for a while?
Yeah, I
Speaking
know.
of
Holy shit.
Batman,
Wow, look at that.
Oh, you dirty bitch.
There you are.
Yeah.
smell it.
Thank
on
you, sweetheart.
I could smell it on you the moment you walked in
You
here.
can.
Yeah.
I have I have a bitch scent.
Well, it's like it's fragrance bitch, you know.
Fragranced.
Fragrance.
Fragranced. It's fragrance.
No, I don't know why. You know,
Words
it
are
was-
hard.
No. The reason I said like that is my neighbor's kid. He talks like that, and I was making fun of him, and I don't know why it just popped in my head when I said fragrance, and now I just feel weird.
Fragrance.
Yeah.
Those who can't use proper English shouldn't make fun of little kids.
You know what it is? It's you doing that Mike Tyson impression so much. You just get used to talking like him.
Speaking of
my
Mike
ass.
Tyson, yeah, Mike
Both
Tyson.
of you can kiss my ass.
Kiss my ass. Do it, Shane.
Kiss my ass, motherfucker. I'll fuck you till you love me, faggot.
Well, that's going on the Patreon.
Leave it in. As Andrew Santino would say.
Leave it in.
Let him cook.
Yeah, let oh man.
Let him cook now. I said, let him cook. Those fucking TikToks are so ridiculous.
Dude,
Oh, man.
Yep.
Dude, I love to cook sometimes. Just cook all sorts of ideas in my brain.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Oh, were y'all talking about real cooking? Because no, it ain't going down, son.
You're so dumb.
Like, you know.
You reminded me of this kid, though. I think he's like a cousin on my side. He could never pronounce the word yellow.
Yellow.
He would always say lello. he couldn't say the Y. He would lello.
Lello.
That's what he would say. It was funny. I wish I could like really make fun of him for it now, but I don't even know. I don't even remember his name.
People used to laugh at the way I say toilet because they go, "It's pronounced."
You do say toilet weird.
It's pronounced toilet, and I'm like, I know it's toilet, but toilet is just quicker.
You say toilet,
toilet.
and you don't say Best Buy. You say Best Buy. A little different.
It's best
See-
buy.
You missed it earlier, Davo. I think you were not around. You were doing some other tasks at the moment.
Yeah, I'm like an absentee dad. I'm never around.
You
No,
you aren't.
this
You're really
is like a
not.
little while ago. We were talking about with Chamber here about how white he really is
Oh my
Right.
god.
because of the fact he likes like pumpkin spice and everything like that.
Do you really like pumpkin spice?
I like.
Are you one of those motherfuckers?
I like pumpkin spice cinnamon rolls. They're really good. So what?
All right, if a cinnamon roll might make sense, but if you're getting a pumpkin spice latte, I might have to dick slap you.
Dude, I might.
does.
Dude,
Don't
my
let
inner
him-
white
don't let him
girl
lie to
likes. Dude, sometimes my inner white girl wants to enjoy a fucking pumpkin spice latte. Not saying not because they're in season, I'm gonna drop and go get one. Nah, I'm still gonna be my typical white girl and get my caramel frappuccino with extra choco drizz or caramel drizz, whatever I want. Okay, but people need to stop hating on the pumpkin spice, dude. You know,
It's
leave it alone.
trash.
I love pumpkin pie and pumpkin flavored cakes and treats.
Pumpkin pie is good.
I
Yeah.
do. See, this is where like my blackness comes into question. Because yesterday, my mom had picked up some baked sweets from the bakery, and she brought back some pumpkin flavored cinnamon rolls. You know, they're my favorite. We get them
Okay.
every time around this year, and she got a good pack of them. And I was like, oh, these are
nice
so,
of her.
yeah, and like cream cheese drizzle,
Ooh.
cream cheese frosting and stuff. You know, it was
I'm
good.
quoting Louis C.K. here. That's hot cum. But go ahead.
Yeah, it's delicious. It's the best. Anyway, everybody really doesn't like them. And I'm like, dude, try them. Y'all are gonna like them. They're really good. My mom tried one. She liked it. My brother tried one. He liked it. My mom's boyfriend tried it. He liked it. Okay. So my sister's boyfriend. Everybody know he's a white dude, right? Now this is where it got funny. They go, hey, Coach, try this, because he's a football coach and everything, so we call him Coach. So, hey, Coach,
Right.
try this pumpkin spice cake treat we got. He's like, pumpkin? I ain't eating that pumpkin shit. I'm black, and we're like, and out of nowhere, I was like, that's weird because you're white. White people like that stuff, you know. And he's like, I ain't white. I ain't white. I'm black. I don't know what you heard. I was like, you were white as fuck, man. You are literally a white person, you know.
You're a ghost. You motherfucking Casper.
Yeah, like, you know.
I'm a ghost. Ghost.
Exactly. He's like, and he's trying to justify. He's like, no, I'm
whiter
Italian.
than Iceman.
I'm Italian, okay. And it was just so freaking funny, man, with him just like, and then like all of us like, that's funny because you're white, and he's like, man, shit. If it ain't sweet potato, I ain't fucking with it. You know I like my green. You know I like my collard greens and my fried chicken around here, y'all. I'm one of y'all. It was so funny. And I go,
I go, grape Kool-Aid.
I go, then I must be white. And I go, then I must be white because I love pumpkin pie. And then he's like, you're the only one. And my brother's like, you're the only one that eats pumpkin pie. I was like, I know. It's so weird. I like pumpkin pie. I don't like sweet potato pie. I don't know. Does that make me white? Because I like one dessert dish that is commonly known with the whites. Not at all. You know?
No, not at all. But Iceman immediately made me think of fucking Dave Chappelle. I think it's Killing Them Softly.
Oh yeah,
where he's talking about the Sunny D commercial.
Oh yeah,
and he was like, as soon as they say Sunny D, all the kids go, yeah. I said, look at the black kid in the back. Said, I want that purple stuff. I want that grape drink, baby.
I want that purple drink.
Yeah, that is a classic commercial. I remember that Sunny D commercial.
That was the one thing, like at work, before this whole diabetes bullshit, I would buy sometimes the occasional bottle of, grape Fanta. And the lady at the register, she goes, you gonna have grape soda? I go, yeah, I'll take the purple soda. And she looked at me and go, because I ain't never tasted a grape that tasted like that before.
You almost made me spit out my water.
I mean, it's true.
That is purple. There is no grape flavored soda. That is purple soda.
Welch's.
That's juice, though.
That's juice.
No, they have a Welch's grape soda.
I've never seen a grape soda from
Welch's.
Welch's.
As known by Johnny Drama.
They do got a grape soda. They really do. Yeah.
Yeah.
They do.
They have a Welch's grape soda.
I had it at a family barbecue one time. Yeah. I had one.
And it tastes like grapes.
Mm-hmm. They even have a Welch's. They don't just do a grape soda. Also, they do other flavors too. I've had them.
Oh yeah.
But if you take some of that stuff you're talking about now, and put in another cup next to it of purple Fanta, one will taste legitimately like grape. The other one will taste purple.
It cracks me up because a lot of white people these days are hitting me up about, yo, Chade, you know where I can get some grape soda? Like, Rock is always like hitting me up like, Chade, can you send me some grape Kool-Aid, grape soda and stuff? And
it's because they don't have that shit. It's illegal in England.
And I get it. He's in England, so he doesn't really get that shit. But it's and then like I was talking to Buff. Buff's like, dude, I had some grape Kool-Aid in my fucking thermos at work, and I was sipping on that all day. And a brother hit me up. He's like, what you drinking on? He said grape Kool-Aid. He didn't believe me. I poured him a cup out. I was like, damn, Buff, are you doing it like that for the brothers? He's like, he called me out. I had to let him know,
That's like a 2 Bears, 1 Cave moment where he's got like a fucking gallon of fucking red Kool-Aid.
I remember that. He's like, yeah, I drink like 2 gallons of Kool-Aid a day.
Yeah, he was like, what are you drinking there? He's like, I'm drinking Kool-Aid. He's like, you're drinking Kool-Aid to start your day, dude. It's one of the funniest clips ever, because like he's literally like just dying laughing over the fact like where like some dude was like looking at a guy like Bert. It's like, good for that guy. He drinks a lot of water, and it's just a gallon of fucking Kool-Aid.
There's water in it.
Fucking so funny.
There's water in it, so you can't get.
They were literally, and dude, that clip went so viral because their laughter is just so fucking contagious. Like, even if the joke is not funny to you, like even if you don't get it, just them laughing makes you laugh. It's just so contagious.
I remember that clip you showed me. Oh, go ahead.
Oh yeah, that was so viral.
The best part about was on 2 Bears, 1 Cave was one of their producers when he would laugh in the background. He had such a iconic laugh.
Fucking Nadav was the shit.
I wanted that laugh as a ringtone for like message notifications on my phone.
Oh, it's so good.
I would have given almost anything for it.
It's a Jewish belly laugh, it's such a good laugh. It's Nadav is the man. That was Nadav, by the way, for anybody who doesn't know. His name is Nadav. He is in fact a Jewish man, just like Iceman. but yeah, his laugh is iconic. It's a great laugh.
Yeah, like I was saying, I remember that clip that you showed me of something with those guys in it, and like one of them's on like a bearskin rug, butt ass naked.
Oh, that's from
the cabin.
Oh, yeah.
That was the cabin with Bobby Lee.
Yeah, and then Bobby Lee's like, "Oh shit, let me get in on this." Like, who fucking does that? Like
that's Bobby Lee for you,
dude.
You know?
That is Bobby cabin? Lee in a fucking nutshell.
I am so surprised that they released that as Netflix, because that was during a time where like all that sensitive shit was going on, and it was so weird seeing Bert do the shit that he was doing, like dead ass. Do you know the comedian Miss Pat?
Mm-hmm.
No.
I don't know if Chamber knows. All right, so she's like a big black girl. She's got a hella attitude. Like her whole comedy is usually based on sassiness. That black girl, like, no, you didn't.
I think I might know.
Like Miss Pat's great. She's wicked funny. It was her, and I think the other. She's a big white girl with the curly blonde hair. You know who I'm talking about, Iceman? I forget her name, but they walked in on Bert trying to wax his asshole, and like they showed it all on, like his balls were out and everything. Like they showed it on Netflix. I was like, yo, they did not just get like full black front, like back
Netflix
fucking
will let
camera
you get away
front
with anything, just about. Netflix
no, I know, but it's just because of the way that they were doing it. Because like she really didn't know, and like he was in the middle of waxing his asshole while Miss Pat walked in the cabin and just caught him there, and they were waiting on it. Like the camera crew knew it was happening, and they waited on Miss Pat to go into the room and watch full frontal asshole right in her fucking face with brain showing. It was just such a good thing. And then one of my favorite
show.
Oh, dude, it's so fun. It's like 6 episodes. It's quick. It's a good run. But one of my favorite things is because Tom is such a fucking psycho. They had this buck, or I don't know if it was a buck. It was some kind of animal that was like, you know, it was hunted, and it was in like a thing, like getting ready to cut up and fillet, like to cook like some real venison. I think it was a buck or a hog or something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah. And it was in the freezer, and he was going to prepare it for Joey Diaz and Tom. Birds at the cabin. So he opens it up and he's showing Tom, and he's like, look what I got. And he's like, holy shit, dude. Like he's like, and you can see how excited he is in his eyes, like how fucking happy he is to see this whole fucking dead animal in front of him. And they pull out a chainsaw. It's like, you want to try to cut it up? And he's like, I really want to try. He looked, his face lit up like a kid in a candy store. Dude, it was fucking hilarious.
And you wonder where his kids get it from.
It's so good. Oh my God. Yeah.
Right.
Fucking so good. I mean, Christina P's kind of fucking crazy too, but I feel like she's the different kind of crazy. I feel like she's
mom crazy.
She imitates. Yeah. She's mom crazy, but I feel like she's more of a copycat crazy. Like she imitates crazy. Like she's not really that nuts. Tom is. He's a fucking nutcase.
Tom is Manson.
Yeah.
Christina P is like one of the followers, you know?
Oh yeah. Dude, on the other podcast that he has with his wife, it's called Your Mom's House. He has this thing, a tradition that he does with guests. I know Iceman knows, but I'm just saying it for reference for Chain and for the audience. He has this thing where he likes watching people get hurt. So like skydiving accidents, people breaking their leg. Like there's not
getting hurt. That's seriously fucked up.
No, like seriously fucked up. But like his favorite part is them screaming. So like the fall is always surprising to him, but the screaming, he'll literally just die laughing, like beat red, die laughing, crying on the podcast because they're screaming like, oh, fucking my leg, it hurts. And like you'll hear them scream like vulgar screams, like not okay, like this person needs help scream, and he'll just be crying laughing.
I mean,
it's like by far the most cringiest part of the whole show, at least to his wife. But every fucking guest he brings on, he shows them. And one of my favorite ones, and I think it's like in Japan or Taiwan, where this guy is backing up a car into like an automotive shop, and the dude pins the mechanic in between the car and the wall, and he's like, and he does this fucking ridiculous scream, and he dies laughing every time. And it's fucking hilarious to see him laugh at it. But my favorite reaction was him and Bill Burr, and he showed it to him, and he couldn't help but laugh. It was just fucking ridiculous. But every fucking guest, he shows somebody getting violently hurt, and he's just dying laughing and crying.
Except for the time
so stupid.
They showed the video on there of him when he hurt himself.
Yeah. When he broke his, what did he do? Did he tore his Achilles tendon?
And
I know he did that.
He broke his fucking arm.
And he broke his arm. Yeah. When
they talk about that, he's all like, "That's not funny. That's not funny at all."
Yeah.
And I was seriously hurt.
Well, yeah. Well, he always says it as like a fucking like as a joke. Like he knows it was funny. Yeah. Like they're gonna pick on him every chance they get. Of course. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Back on Two Bears, there was a time when they talked about that, but there was a time Bert talked about how he fell down a fucking waterfall and like just about broke his back, and he had to climb up a fucking mountain or whatever to get out where he was at just to go get medical attention. It's like he couldn't have anybody come get him. He had to literally walk up a fucking mountain with a damn near broken back.
Yeah. So just for a frame of reference, Bert Kreischer, before he was a comedian, worked for the Travel Channel, and he did this show called Hurt Bert, where literally all he would do was put himself in these ridiculously dangerous situations where he would just get hurt. Like he got mauled by a fucking bear one time. Like he was in protective gear, but like he fought a bear, like legitimately like a bear. I think it was a black bear or something like that, but he fought a bear. He fucking like jumped off the tallest building in the world, the Stratosphere, like with Rachel Ray. Like he just did crazy shit. And the whole idea of the show is just to bring him pain. He did like the bull riding and shit.
He did other shows on Travel.
Bulls trampled on him.
He had the one where it was
so
just
much.
He had the one where he was literally just traveling around with fucking people and getting them to do shit.
Yeah, like Bert is probably like the most modern you can get of like rock star lifestyle without actually being a rock star. Like it's fucking, he's lived a crazy life. Yeah, not now. Now he just drinks all the time and makes fun of Tom for being fat. Well, now he's skinny, but
except for when Tom makes fun of him, is constantly introduces him on the show. It's like, Bert would be here today, but unfortunately he's having his blood filtered to get rid of the HIV he currently has.
Yeah, he does it every episode. It's so funny.
The first time I heard him start saying that shit, I was like, is this for real?
Yeah, I thought it was real too. It was fucking I was like, no way.
He's like, he's having a kidney transplant because his kidneys were full of like bile or something, or like a liver draining or something. I'm like, is this for real?
Make it seem like there's something seriously wrong with him or something like that.
Is he really hurt? It's like that sucks.
and then next week he comes on and he's fine, and he's like, "Oh, those motherfuckers, they led me on."
He talked about that the one time on the show. He was all like, he's like, I have people come up to me asking me if I'm okay because someone said
I feel so bad because Chamber knows nothing about this.
I don't.
He feels so left out. He knows
shit.
nothing.
I don't know.
Wait, Davo. You mean we're having a conversation that doesn't involve Batman where Chamber takes over for a while?
Yeah, I know.
Holy shit! Chamber is lost.
Yeah, he's actually lost. He doesn't know what to say.
Is it weird that I'm like kind of sleepy right now?
Nah, bro, I'm fucking exhausted. I could fall asleep at any moment.
Yeah.
You're kind of starting to look like those Russian dolls though. Like the ones that like go inside of each other. You're like the one like the second to last. Like you look like you're almost dead.
Yeah. I'm just getting there. Like pretty soon, if you see me do this on stream, like in the middle, like just let me go. Just let me go.
Can I just say something? Okay, can I call you out real quick? Do I have permission to call you out?
Fuck no. Go ahead.
Do it.
Fuck
no
you.
Balls.
So listen, there have been plenty of times okay, and I'm sure there's plenty of people that fucking hate this, but when I watch a TV show or a movie, I fucking hate when people don't pay attention because I'm like, I want to watch it with you, right? I talk to this motherfucker practically every night for at least 4 hours, like from midnight to 4 o'clock in the morning. To him, it's usually 11 to 3 because he's an hour before me, but we'll watch movies, TV shows, whatever. Yeah, or whatever. If you want to be behind me, you're more than welcome, Daddy.
You're an hour ahead of me.
But anyway, we'll be watching movies or TV shows or something, and he'll be doing this. Dead ass will be like this. I'll be just head slowly going down, and like his head will hit his mic, and he'll rest it on his mic, and then his mic will spin like this, and then he'll go like this, and then he'll come back, and he'll be like this, and he'll go, and his whole fucking head will go back, and I'll be like. And like halfway through, like I know he's doing this, and for like 20 minutes, I'll deliberately pause it. I'll pause the fucking show for like 15, 20 minutes while he's sleeping. And I'll be like, Chain. And he goes, what? And I was like, did you see that? And I'll be like, yeah, that was crazy, dude. It looked like you were sleeping. I was like, no, I was just reading something. He does that shit all the fucking time. Oh, he's like, no, you weren't. You know, I just watched you nod off for 20 minutes.
You know what would be funny though is you gotta catch him like that while you're streaming, and he's got his camera on. That way you can just instantly switch to like your Discord camera of him.
I'll never share it. I'll show you, Iceman, if you want. But I have one screenshot of him just all the way back sleeping. I was like, I know you're bullshitting. You're sleeping. I got you on fucking camera. I screenshotted him. I was like, that's how much it pisses me off.
That's not cool.
Listen, I don't share it to anybody else because that's wrong, because I know what other people will do with it, especially Buff. And yeah, I'm calling you out, Buff. You'll put a dick in his mouth. You'll fucking put cum all on his chin. You'll do something to it and make it you'll make him look like a racist. Yeah,
dude,
he'll fucking do something.
We got some people that just don't have any good morals. We're just some fucked up ass people. We're just some fucked. We got some fucked up ass friends. Let's just think about it.
Yeah, we do.
Like,
I'm not that fucked up though. Like I'm fucked up with my words.
No. Sit down and really think about it and let it marinate. A lot of our friends are psychopaths. Like.
Well, we're not psychos. We just love getting it in on each other. That's just who we are.
We need to really
break each other's balls day.
We should really make a show like Impractical Jokers. Be the new rendition of Impractical Jokers and just do shit to each other. Dude, I know one thing. I would be the one getting punished every time because I would just be like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it.
Probably.
I don't want to do it.
You know what? I know exactly what I'd be doing to you two because I know all your fucking fears. Yeah. At least most of them.
What are you gonna do? Slap him in the face with coconut or something?
Nah, bro. He's gonna leave me in a room with Amish people or some shit and fucking.
Yeah, I'll leave him in a room with Amish people. I'll put a tarantula on his chest while he's sleeping. Something.
Dude, you do a tarantula.
Oh, that's right. I forgot because if people haven't heard, if you go back a few episodes, you can hear him talk about being near some Amish people and being creeped out.
Amish people creep me out. Eskimos too.
I don't know why.
Eskimos don't bother me as much as. I can deal with Eskimos. It's just
I don't understand why. Amish seem like they'd be the most chill.
I really don't understand. Yeah, they're honestly really chill. They just kind of they just do their thing.
I was on the fucking train, right? And this one Amish dude, his name was like fucking Jedediah. Fucking, he did like this creepy smile with like the teeth and everything. And like it was like one tooth
with the teeth,
like one tooth
with
missing.
The teeth is crazy.
It was like every other tooth was missing in this motherfucker's mouth, right?
Did it look like a castle?
Yeah,
like it has all
dude. Every single, and he just gave me that creepy
little spaces in between the Archer Tower.
Like he gave me, like a chess piece of a rook. Dude, he gave me the weirdest look, like his head tilted and smiling at me, and then and just walking with that creepy walk and look. And I was like, oh shit, am I in like Resident Evil The Village or something? Like I thought they were like one of those weird fucking people from those movies and stuff that I watch a lot of horror movies too. So I need to stop fucking watching that shit because that shit starts to get to me. I have nightmares and shit, dude. Like, and
so
that shit gets to me, bro.
The only one that's ever creeped me out, like I said, was the time I met one of the Hare Krishnas. Those guys are fucking annoying.
Yeah. I don't think I've never met an Amish person. I've never met a gypsy. I've never met a Hare Krishna.
Well, if you would have
interesting,
if you would have met a gypsy, it'd have been too late because they'd have already stolen your wallet.
yeah,
That's a good point.
I don't like.
That's a very good point.
I've met the American style gypsies, and I've met Irish gypsies, and they're all kind of.
I've never met any of them.
Gypsies are
Like I
weird.
said,
I just haven't traveled that much, so I just haven't really seen them.
I haven't really met them, but I sat next to them on an airplane. Was the New York City style curly Q Jews?
Yeah.
You know,
the Hasidic Jews.
Hasidim, but I don't believe them.
Aren't they called Hasidic Jews or something like that?
yeah.
Hasidic, yeah.
Yeah, he had the fucking curly Q, phone cord things
Hasidim,
coming off
but I
his
don't
head. He
believe
had
him.
the Undertaker hat on.
Yeah.
The Undertaker.
His wife was sitting right next to him. So, like, I'm at the window, she was in the middle, and he was on the aisle. And it's like they were talking to each other. They were talking to each other in loogie language because, if you've ever heard people speak Hebrew, it sounds like you're trying to cough up a loogie.
Yes, it does. Or radio static.
And I'm like, I don't know what's going on here. It's like I sat there like this. When they started talking to each other, I'm like, okay, I'm just going to turn more towards the window with my switch and be like, leave me alone.
Now, the one
you
thing...
should try to communicate with them back.
I don't know how to do that shit.
Like, just fucking say some crazy shit.
Or just go hot to her, boom, there you go.
Listen, I told you before on a previous episode, I believe, I'm a bad Jew. I eat bacon. That's how you know I'm not a terrorist.
Dude, every time you say that, it reminds me of this one scene in Entourage where, because their agent is Jewish, and they're what's the day when they fast for
Yom
God?
Kippur.
Yom Kippur. Okay, so it was Yom Kippur.
He's more of a fucking Jew than me, I guess.
But so it was Yom Kippur, and at the end, there's like this old dude, and he's like the uncle, and he's sitting there eating before sundown, which you're not supposed to do. And he was like, "Uncle, it's like I'm a bad Jew, sue me." He just said it just like that. I should get that sound for you and just give it to you for your board because it's great. I'm a bad Jew, sue me.
Listen, I can tell you a story from as a kid. Okay, there was times going to see family down in South Florida, Fort Lauderdale.
Yep.
Home of all the Jews,
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And the crocodiles.
Yeah. But growing up, they always did like Passover and all that. And they'd be like, here, we want you to read. I'd be like, I'm not reading this.
Yeah.
And you'd have the Passover dinner thing. And like, I'd be like, I want ice cream. Like, oh, you can't have that right now. Cause I'd be like, I was 10, 11 years old. I'm like, I got money in my wallet. Shopping center's right across the street. There's an ice cream store. It's like, I'm going over there. Like, you can't do that. It's against this. I go, I don't give a damn. I want ice cream. I'm going over there. I'm paying for it.
Right.
Yeah.
Fuck all that shit. If I'm going,
really get your ice cream, Ice Man.
I'm like, shit. If I'm going,
it says that in the Bible.
If I'm going to hell for ice cream, I've already done a lot more shit nowadays that I'm going to hell for. I don't think ice cream is going to be the biggest concern.
Yeah. I stole Chambers' joke,
by
the way.
Get your ice cream, man. Get your ice cream.
Says that in the Bible.
I don't remember saying get your ice cream, but...
Well, you're saying it the same way that you say the other thing when you say, get your money, man, get your money. It says that in the Bible somewhere.
They do. It's like,
but you just said it the same way. So I just finished off with the Bible.
I don't care what anybody says. Get your money, man. Get your money.
Get your money. Sign the contract, baby. Sign the contract.
Get your money, because for real... Everybody got to get paid. I don't care whether
he said big boy, not baby. My bad.
I don't care whether it's a simple
contract,
restaurant job. I don't care. Get your money, because, at the end of the day, that you got to get what people owe you. I just collect some money now. That's going to bills. Boom. I got money right there going to bills. But I'm just saying, get your money.
That's fair.
Yep.
I'm a bad Jew. Shoot me.
Hey, what are you talking about? I'm pure-blooded Italian here. Hey.
Oh, please don't tell me that is your New York Italian accent. Because that was horrendous.
Hey.
Shut the fuck up and give me 2 copies.
Yeah.
Forget about it. How many times I gotta tell you, Donnie?
How do I do it? Shut the fuck up and get me 2
tell you?
coffees. Did I say it right?
Shut the fuck up and get me 2 fucking
Shut the
coffees.
fuck up and give me 2 coffees.
Davo, you know what I have to say about my little attempt at Italian humor?
What do you gotta say?
Give me some coffee.
What do you gotta say? So I am a dumb bitch. Many fucking times. You know what? That's something we can talk about. I've been trying to teach Chamber how to speak Rhode Island.
It's not working very well.
It's not working. But it's kind of funny though, because in teaching him how to say things, I've realized how dumb so many of us sound, which is why I talk like this and no, I don't talk like a Rhode Islander, because all of us sound like white trash. You know, it's like when you hear Mark Wahlberg do his Boston accent and be like, I can't believe those motherfuckers sound so dumb. It's just the entire movie of Ted. Like, that's all it is. Like, it's just New England. It's awful. But I remember all I wanted him to do, right, was to go up to a Dunkin' Donuts counter and order something.
Let me get a coffee and 2 donuts.
He was supposed to say, I want a coffee and 2 donuts.
Let me get a coffee and 2 donuts.
Now, a normal person says it how I said it. Let me get a coffee and 2 donuts, right? Not everybody really pronounces the T that punctually, but that's the correct, like, news way of saying it.
2 donuts.
Right? Well, how do you normally say donuts?
2 donuts.
Okay, so you say donuts.
Donut.
Iceman. Okay.
I want a donut.
But, all right, so you don't pronounce the T because you're a little East Coast. You just stop in the middle of the U. That's what we do. We say donut. We don't pronounce the T at the end. It's just donut, and you just stop. Donut. That's it. Right?
Yeah.
But when you get to 2, we don't say donuts. We say donits. It's really weird. Let me get 2 donuts.
Let me get a couple donuts.
Let me get a coffee and 2 donuts.
I don't know. Wait a minute. Now you're saying this shit. I'm questioning myself here.
Let me get a coffee and 2 donuts.
It's really weird. It's an East Coast thing. You stop right in the middle of the U.
Yeah, I want to get a couple donuts.
Donuts. See?
Yeah,
we say donuts.
You're making me question myself here. It's like I just talk.
Davo has me questioning a lot of things now.
Well, I gotta be honest. I love the dialect of different areas in the East Coast. It's hilarious to me. So one of the greatest comparisons that I do all the time. So like, you take the word car, okay?
A car.
A Rhode Islander.
I want to get in the car.
Right? Get in the car. That's the Boston way. Car. Super nasally car. It's almost like the old 20s mobsters. You know, it's like that shit. Car.
See?
New Yorkers are a little bit more punchy with it. Boston is long, right? But sometimes it's not always that. You get the real Boston guys, it's car. Get in the fucking car. It's like CAWR. It's weird.
Like
and then Rhode Islanders says car. It's just car. It's more of a, there's more of a U in there, like a COH maybe, like a O, car. You know, there's no car. It's car. It's weird. And then you have New York, which is just car. You know, it's more like care, like or car or something like that. But it's so weird how just that one word across 3 different states in New England, and they all sound fucking different. So I'm infatuated with the New England accent.
Well, here's one for you.
Been talking like it for so long.
Here's one for you that everybody, no matter what state you're in, says differently.
What?
Water.
Well, that depends on state, though.
I said it sounds differently in every state. Everybody has a different way of pronouncing it. It's like water.
Rhode Island is water. Yeah. It's WATAH, water.
I mean, I tell you, it's like, look, I'm drinking my mug of water.
It's pretty much the same across the 3, too. New York, Boston, and Rhode Island is pretty much the same as water.
I probably say it closer to you because I said, I just had a drink of water. I'm not saying water.
Yeah. But you say water, so it's like WADDER, water.
Water.
Instead of the T, it's a D, water. Yeah, that makes sense. I fucking love it. I love the way different people speak.
Have a glass of water.
That's why I want to get into voice acting, man. I fucking love it.
Well, you want to hear crazy sounding, you got to go to Texas.
You want some water?
The real Texas.
You want some water?
But yeah, water. That's a weird one. I don't know how people even water. You have to put so much effort into that.
No, you don't. Water.
Water.
It's
water.
I wish we had someone like Rock around. I'd love to ask him how he pronounces certain words like that.
Let me have some water. Let me have some water.
It's water.
I'm gonna put some water in the.
No. They don't even pronounce the T. It's water.
Put some water in the microwave.
Remember, it depends on the accent. Some say water.
No, well, you said specifically Rock. He says water. I listen to him talk all the time.
Is he gonna put it in the microwave? With some aluminium?
Aluminium microwave.
He doesn't say that. He says microwave. That's how he says it. Microwave.
Microwave.
It's not micro. He says microwave. So it's MIKER wave. Microwave.
That's
how he says it.
Yeah, I'd rather hear microwave.
That than hear it pronounced microwave.
So a more direct pronunciation of spelling would be MAYKER.
Excuse me, sir. Do you have any aluminium
microwave
to wrap my baked potato?
That's kind of how Australians say it. Microwave.
Can I have some aluminium so I can make a baked potato?
The one that still gets me is aluminium.
Aluminium is weird.
It's aluminum.
There is an I in there though. If you look up the correct spelling of it, it is spelled aluminium.
It's pronounced aluminium.
Aluminum.
It really is pronounced aluminium.
It really is pronounced that way. That's the one thing they got right.
Yeah, but guess what? Who won the war for independence?
Fair.
Who the fuck saved them twice in 2 world wars, huh?
Watch this. They're gonna come back and save us in World War III, and then it's gonna be
you know what? Yeah. Hey, England. All I gotta say to you right now is this.
And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free.
Yeah.
Back-to-back World War champs, baby.
You're so stupid.
Yeah, nothing wrong with being a 2-time, right?
Yeah, we're the original 2-time before the 2-time.
Okay, so I'll tell you one more that's kind of funny about Rhode Island. So you guys have water fountains, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. We don't have those. Do you want to know what they're called in Rhode Island? What people call them?
Homeless baths.
Bubblers. But they don't say bubblers. They say bubblers. It's a bubbler. They call it a bubbler. I swear to God, that's a real thing. That is around. They call it a bubbler. It is not a water fountain out here. It's so weird. That's the only one I've never understood. I guess because the water bubbles up. I don't know, but they call it a bubbler.
How can I ask you something? What's the pressure in your water fountains? Because we have shitty pressure down here. Do y'all get those water fountains?
I'm not gonna lie.
Thing and that thing shoots like fucking
it's
hits you in the
like
eye?
a cum shot. It's like one of your cum shots.
Oh yeah, you gotta just pray.
Yeah, just like that shit. It's got pressure.
I was gonna say it depends on the water fountain because some of them.
There's some shitty ones.
It just depends on how they maintain it.
It's a mixed bag here in Texas. It's a mixed bag. Sometimes the right ones are
us
good.
too, honestly.
Yeah. It's like that everywhere, but a lot of places nowadays, when it comes to those, for instance, at work for me, they have water fountains, but they also are these the newer ones where you can stick water bottles or cups or whatever underneath as well, and it dispenses it that way from there. Besides having to stick your face down into the fucking spit covered little faucet, someone's sitting there trying to slobber it out like they're a dog in their watering bowl and just dripping their shit all over the water fountain. Yeah.
Do you either of you have any things that are outside the box as far as how you guys say things? I know there's a po' boy, but that's more of a what is it, a Louisiana thing?
Yeah, that's
a Creole type thing.
Yeah, it's Creole Louisiana type of thing. Yeah, a po' boy is what they call in Louisiana, the Mississippi areas and all that. Pretty much any Cajun Creole place is that's what they call their version of a sub.
Yeah, they call it a po' boy
or whatever. It's a po' boy.
Well, po' boy is a specific sandwich. It's like shrimp.
Hoagie, I want to say is specifically New York.
See, not really. I used to think a po' boy was just a seafood sub, but when I went to restaurants out there, a po' boy could have roast beef on it. It could have turkey. It could have anything.
Ironically, I'll tell you, there was decades ago, there used to be a chain of restaurants around the South here. It was called Po' Boys.
Yeah.
But I do remember a restaurant called Po' Boy.
Yeah.
Or Po' Boys.
It sounds familiar. Yeah, it really does. I think I've heard of it too.
It was forever ago, but I do remember.
They were like your chain style, like an Applebee's or a Chili's is now.
All right. But then again, I did take a lot of trips to Florida when I was a kid, so it's very possible that I remembered it from there.
Probably because
I don't think we had
there was a
any
lot
on
of them
Island.
around here.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like that is one thing that that's real good is
Yeah, but what's like a Texas one though, or a Florida one?
what?
Like what's something that's like completely different from what other people call shit? Like how I gave you the example of the water fountain. Do you guys have anything that's like a little off kilter that like only you guys say?
No, not that I can think of.
Because like New York has hoagie for a sub. They call a hoagie, or like they'll have like a chopped
I
cheese.
mean,
Like
what we call a sandwich here is just a sub. I mean, that's pretty much
Sub.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
just call it sub.
well that's the neutral term for everyone. But like there's always like a specific, like we have grinder.
Yeah, see, in
Like
Florida,
it's not a sub, it's a grinder.
in Florida being the unfortunate melting pot of the world, where we
Yeah.
get everybody here, it's
Well, we get everybody here too.
but
It's just as bad.
I don't know.
No, it's the same, bro.
You know what?
promise.
I can't really think of
Central
nothing
Florida
offhand.
is the Orlando area is Disney, and everything else is
Right.
just the suburb of Disney. So everybody comes
Well,
here.
right, yeah.
When you hear Florida, they're like, oh, Disney. It's like you enjoy having Disney. It's like, first off, it's an hour away, and no, I don't. I hate driving to Orlando. I hate driving through Orlando. I would
Yeah.
I would rather slam my dick on a train track.
Ooh. I
than
have,
drive
I have
to
a story
Orlando.
about that in a second. Remind me in a second. But nobody has anything specific?
I
No.
can't think of nothing offhand right now. Like maybe later it'll come.
Yeah,
to me.
I
But,
kind of
like-
put you guys on the spot.
But
That's
it's
my
like,
bad.
I
But
really
No, I-
gotta seriously think about it. But I
can't think of nothing.
anything right now.
yeah, like I know we have grinders for subs. I know we have bubblers for water fountains. We have fucking what's it called? Fuck.
No, I don't know.
I had one more in my head, but I can't think of it. But yeah, let me tell that story. I'll let you guys marinate on that. But so there was this dude, right, who lives out in Florida,
Mhm.
and he had the absolute fucking ingenious idea. He was a college kid, right, and he was paying for his student loan, like paying for college, all that stuff. He was in like his first semester. Somewhere around the line, he realized that he basically had no money for food, with all of his college expenses and his books and his for rent and everything, right? But then he saw the Disney membership, like for like you know, like you go there, you get like free
I
meals
remember
and
you
stuff.
telling me about that. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think it was like what, like $200 for the year as a subscription or whatever. So like it's like $100 or like $150 or $200. He got 3 square meals a day.
Yeah.
Breakfast, lunch, dinner. And the cool thing is that he only lived about 20 minutes outside of Disney World. So he could go there whenever he wanted. He had a free pass to go in and do whatever, but all he did was just go there and get food every day. That's all he did. He got his 3 square meals a day and he was able to eat, and he lived off of the Disney World subscription for $200 for the entire year.
So
That's smart as fuck.
he didn't have to pay to get into Disney or anything like that.
Nope. If you have the pass, you get free entry every day with a free meal.
Interesting.
Yeah. And he took advantage of it and he made it work. And he got himself breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day.
Hey, way to game the system.
Yeah, it works. You know, it's $200 is about like the amount of groceries you'd use in about 2 weeks. Never mind
And not to
an
mention
entire
he gets
year.
cooked meals. I mean,
How
cooked
long ago was
meals.
this?
It was a while ago. The meme came up somewhere around like 2018 or 2019, and then it resurfaced when we started the podcast because I was like looking through memes to show him.
We have to look
But
it
I
up.
researched it. Yeah, I did. I looked it up, and then I was like, "Oh, yeah, that was a real story." And then I looked it up, and he was like telling the story like on Facebook, and it was like an old post or whatever. I'm not sure if it's still there, or Twitter or something.
Yeah, because to get into Disney nowadays, just for Florida people, is like, depending on which park you go to, it's like over $100 just for the day.
No, yeah, I know.
I just found out Disney had to close.
It might have been more money, but
I just found out Disney closed one of their hotels recently. It was a Star Wars themed hotel. And
Oh, yeah,
they
long
were
time ago.
charging $5,000 for 2 nights to stay in this hotel.
that's
And there was
fucking
no-
obscene.
It
Yeah,
was-
it was doomed from the beginning.
who would pay 5,000? Like, I love Star Wars. I would.
They
love
had
to
some
get
people
those
who
Star
did.
Wars. I would love
Star
to
Wars
stay
fans and idiots.
I would love to
That's
stay in
who.
a Star Wars themed hotel, but not for $5,000 for
No,
2 nights.
the thing about that
Hell
hotel,
no.
it was
It was supposed to
it
be
was-
like a show and stuff was there.
yeah,
but
it was completely themed, and it was supposed to be like totally immersive. Like once you came in there, it was called the Galactic Star Cruiser. You were supposed to have been like, you felt like you were taken off into space, and you were in space. So there was no in and out of the hotel or whatever. It was also supposed to be like an almost inclusive thing. And like you said,
Yeah.
for $5,000, no.
Yeah.
But
And I heard what killed it is that there was no actual, like, Disney is like trying to disregard the original trilogy, and there's none of those popular characters there around.
They're trying to discard the 70s movies.
Yeah, they're trying to. They're holding it canon, but
Why?
they're disregarding everything about it. Just like in the park, there is no Darth Vader, none of the older characters walking around the parks. It's all the newer ones. They're trying
oh
to
yeah,
just keep
at
yeah,
Hollywood
like,
Studios, yeah.
The only one that they got walking around is the redone version of Chewbacca from, the newer films. Like they're not doing anybody else, like,
Well,
and
here's the thing. When Disney bought Star Wars, the first thing Disney did was they took, I have back there, you can see on my shelf, I have a lot of the books. A lot of books.
Yeah.
It's all, I got a shitload of Star Wars books from what they called the Expanded Universe, which was everything that took place immediately after the original trilogy. And they had so many decades worth of material to pull from to do like anything for the future. They said all that
Right.
shit didn't happen. It's all considered to be legends.
yeah, legends, and that means all these really great. The only thing that they took liberty is only a few of the real super popular Star Wars stories. They let those be actual canon, but everything else, some of the best storylines in Star Wars history, and everything that we've read from the '90s and all the way up till when Disney bought them, it's all knocked into legends. That means it's just lore, just like stories. It never happened. Never happened.
But
That's
Disney
so
has
stupid.
decided, they've recently pulled some stuff from Legends and brought it into canon. Like, if you saw the
Yeah,
show
like
that
the
they
Old
had,
Republic
like,
doesn't
like-
exist. It's the High Republic now.
Yeah, but that, you see what happened with that, what the hell, the last show that they had out, fuck. The one where it was like mainly about the Sith. It failed miserably because of that shit, but the most recent
The
character
Acolyte.
yes, thank you, that's the one.
Oh yeah, that garbage ass show.
Yeah, which I had such high hopes
Trash.
for. I had such high hopes for it, being a show that was supposed to be from the perspective of a Sith acolyte.
Yeah.
But
They actually have a
the-
new Star Wars show coming out too. I heard.
yeah, Skeleton Crew, and I'm not gonna hold my breath on it. I'll watch it, but the only character that they've brought from Legends so far, really, that has worked, is transitioned over, was when they did it on Ahsoka. Was they brought Grand Admiral Thrawn in.
Mm.
He's the only one that's actually worked, and the guy who's the actor for that, I believe, was also the voice in Clone Wars and what was it, Rebels.
Yeah.
So it's like, but that's the only one they've used. But they had so much. Well, actually, no, I'm wrong. Sorry. In
Yeah, we know, Iceman.
I'm
God,
sorry.
thinking you're right all the time.
I was
Yeah, I
watching
know.
Varied
How fucking dare
Comics, and they were talking about the history of Star Wars, Disney's biggest fails and triumphs with Star Wars, and they were showing about talking about how Disney is ruining Star Wars, but they've done some good, but also really ruined some bad, and it's just really interesting to see because Variant does their research, and they're the ones that showed me the thing about the hotel, and they said that it was great and everything. The experience is great, but it's not an experience that people would really want, because if you're staying in a hotel like that, you would want to see like the popular Star Wars characters. All the characters and stuff that was walking around that hotel, you couldn't identify. You didn't know who they were because they're not even from the series or nothing. They're just like a bartending Twi'lek. It's not like one of the Twi'leks from Jabba's palace or anything like that that you would know. Like, there's no characters that we would know or love. We would know the race of the characters, but if you're a hardcore Star Wars fan, you're gonna know, oh, that's a Twi'lek or that's a Wookiee or something like that.
Yeah.
Or that's a Jawa. But there's no real thing there. Like, you know, Rey's not walking around there. Chewbacca's not walking around there. C-3PO, R2-D2, Vader. Nobody's walking around there that you would know. No Lando.
They should have. They should have tried to keep at least. They should have tried to keep at least some of the older droids, because we know they can stand the test of time.
Well, the cool thing,
they should have at least tried to keep some of them in there.
I think they should have kept a lot of the older characters. And what really breaks the hearts of a lot of people is that people like the older stormtroopers and everything, they have the First Order stormtroopers walking around the parks instead of the older ones. And you know what? They could have made a really cool, like, and it's another thing. They made a planet, instead of calling it like, instead of bringing you to like one of the popular planets like Endor or Tatooine that we know of, or remaking Coruscant, they made up a whole new world in the thing, which I'm not saying it's bad. It looks like a Star Wars world, but it just would have been cool to be a familiar world in the Star Wars canon. And that's what Eris was talking about. Like, for true fans want to be experiencing the Star Wars that they grew up on from the first and the original trilogy. They even went back to the older planets in the newer films. So why are y'all just making this new thing out of nothing that people can't identify? Like, wouldn't you want to go to old school Tatooine, go to the bar that fucking Han Solo shot up Guido and shit? That would have been fucking cool.
You mean Greedo?
Because
it's Greedo, not Guido. Guido's what walks around New York going, "Hey, I'm walking here."
Yeah, Greedo. Yeah, my bad, Greedo. Like,
I'm walking here. What the fuck?
Well, I mean,
I'm
we
getting
could
shot
shoot a
by
Guido
Han
in there.
Solo. What the fuck?
I'm eating here. I'm getting shot. Yeah, I mean, it would have been. What I'm saying is, it would have been cool though to see some of those characters in it.
Look at this fucking Han Solo looking fucking guy over here. I can't.
Yeah,
you gotta sell it, man. You know, you gotta get that New York in you. What are you gonna do about it?
Well, see, I can tell you, Chamber, having gone to Hollywood Studios a few years ago and going to the Star Wars area of Hollywood Studios, it was really cool to be there to see all that. Especially, you know, the one part where they got it looks like full size Millennium Falcon just sitting right there. You get to
see. I would have loved to go see the Millennium Falcon. I'm a huge fan. I want a Millennium Falcon.
The Millennium Falcon.
The one of the things they have there is the old ride Star Tours.
Yeah, that's what Iceman said. He said Falcon.
Yeah, that's how Han Solo pronounces it.
You go outside, or you're in Star Tours, the one ride there. You're like in a part of Endor, going into the shield bunker, like from the last movie.
Yeah.
And outside there, you have a full-size speeder bike you can get on. You look up, there's a fucking AT-AT above you and all that.
Oh, hell yeah.
I mean,
yes,
really
you said it right. I hate when people call it an AT-AT. I was like, it's not an AT-AT, it's AT-AT.
I mean, you could call it an AT-AT for quick, but yeah, it's AT-AT.
Oh, we're talking about pronouncing things? It's lavash, Chamber.
Suck
lavash.
a dick, Gavo. You can shove some lavash up your ass.
What the hell's that?
Fuck you.
Oh
it's
my god,
just flatbread.
Dude, he kept going all he said like lavash like 90 times one day when we were talking about
I was
fucking
talking
dessert.
to Scarlett.
So,
okay,
oh my god, I love lavash.
Scarlett.
Lavash is the greatest thing. Oh my god, you haven't lived until you had lavash.
Scarlett. I was talking to Scarlett. She's Armenian, just like I am. And I was asking her where I could find some good lavash because I can't find it fucking anywhere, at least some authentic ones. You know, you can get some at the store or whatever, like the prepackaged one, and it's basically the same as a fucking tortilla at that point when you get it from the store. But the real shit, it's like cooked on a stone. It's like has this nice texture to it. It has like a floury, sort of like English muffin outside texture to it, but it's really nice. You know, and it's good to like dip and like wrap like meats and veggies in and stuff. Obviously, no veggies for me. me, but it's just good. It's just a nice fucking. I just love the bread.
Here's the funny thing.
And I was pronouncing it, and he was getting annoyed. And he was like, "It's lavash," and I was like, "No, it's fucking lavash."
Nah, see, here's
That's
the
how you
funny thing
pronounce
though.
it.
It's a glorified tortilla, and he's trying to say, "Oh, it's nothing like a tortilla." It's a fucking tortilla.
isn't.
It's even made the
It's
same
not
way.
a tortilla.
It's even
It's-
made
no,
the
it's not
same
made the
way.
same way. No,
I
it's
can't
not.
say. I've never had it, so
It's not made the same
It's
way.
cooked on a flat stone. Yeah, it's a fucking tortilla.
It's not a tortilla. It's different.
You can say it all you want.
I'd
It's
like
a
to try
fucking
one. That
tortilla.
sounds good.
It has a different ingredient in it that makes it different. I think it's one or two ingredients.
One or
that are
two.
a little bit different than from a taco. Yeah. Well, yeah. It doesn't take much to make a fucking goddamn tortilla. What is
I
it?
could
Just
add,
flour,
I could add
and
more.
water,
I could
and
add more
salt?
to it, and it doesn't
and
make it a
yeast.
tortilla. I mean, I got a little bit more ingredients to it, and then boom, it's still something. It's still a tortilla. So I can do the same thing with lavash.
I wouldn't know because I've never.
You could do the
I've
same.
never
You
made
could
a
do the
tortilla.
same shit with a million other things, though, because like you could say like, oh, it's you say like literally any other food type. You say like, oh, okay. You can have something like a pasta carbonara, and then all of a sudden use a different sauce, and it's no longer pasta carbonara. Would you call it pasta carbonara? No, because it doesn't have fucking ham in it, or pancetta, or guanciale, or whatever the fucking ingredient they use guanciale. But like, if it didn't have guanciale in it, then it wouldn't be fucking pasta carbonara. It would just be fucking pasta.
No, I would
That's
say
the point.
I would say it needs some of that panchala in it, so it can taste more like
Guanciale.
whatever what you said. It'll taste.
I'll give
See?
Give me some fucking spaghetti noodles and some red sauce.
Guanciale
I'm
is
okay.
just
Just give me some
guanciale is
sauce
just
and noodles,
basically
bitch.
like
Yeah.
guanciale is just basically like a really fatty part of the pork. It's just really thick cut bacon essentially, but it's a special part of the pig where it's like it holds a lot more flavor. So they use
like
it for
bacon.
that particular dish.
Bacon's good.
Bacon's delicious.
Wonderful.
Bacon's absolutely fucking
It's as
amazing, yeah.
as I've said. That's how you tell if you're a terrorist or not.
yeah, 100%.
I think that should be. You know what?
But-
I think we should have that at the border. Everybody who comes across, be like, eat this bacon. If you don't eat it, you get shot. That means you're a terrorist.
Dude, I'm be like,
Like,
dude, you can't give me no fucking bacon. Because if you give me bacon, I'm gonna want more. That's just like teasing a fat person with like
Don't get
just
between a black man and his pork now.
for real. You get fucked up. You got to offer me a whole fucking pig. Then after
Like
that,
I'm actually kind of curious now.
Like how Dave Chappelle said on his show that one time. I know not to get between a black man and his pork.
might get your finger bit. Sure, you lose your finger.
Jesus Christ.
Actually, says the other word. I know better to get between it, but it's oh yeah.
Yep. And there goes Davo. Looking up on the internet there. Something.
Yeah.
Is it interesting?
Yeah, I'm just curious.
Ooh, look at that chain.
Yeah.
He's got curvy maids.
Yeah, okay.
curvy mitts.
He's watching curvy maids on his VR headset.
Yeah, so essentially tortillas are just a little bit thicker. And it's made and lavash has like a subtle olive oil flavor, while tortillas obviously don't. It's much thinner, it's rectangular, which makes it ideal for wraps and pinwheels. It's baked in a tandoor or an asaj, which is basically just a stone, while tortillas are much denser. Most lavash is leavened, but some various versions are unleavened. Lavash is typically made from flour, water, salt, and yeast, which is pretty much, yeah. All right, I mean, yeah, it's unbelievably similar.
It's a glorified
but
tortilla.
it's just cooked a little bit different. Yeah, but it isn't a glorified tortilla.
It's a
It's just a different type of bread.
Nah, it's glorified tortilla. SA.
Okay, I mean, you can call it whatever you want.
That's what I'm calling it.
And Batman is a glorified Iron Man.
He wishes. Iron Man wishes he could be fucking Batman.
Nope.
I wonder.
Iron Man's better than Batman.
Can we look it up?
See, I can say
Wait a
shit to
minute.
piss you off too.
I know. I just want to know. I have a legitimate question.
What?
Who's richer, Tony Stark or
Iron
Bruce
Man.
Wayne?
I think Iron Man's richer.
Iron Man's much richer. Much, much richer.
Is he?
Yeah.
I actually looked this up. I think Iron Man is richer.
Iron Man is 100% richer.
I'm gonna look it up too right now. Hold on.
Because that dude makes consistent profits off of the technology that he sells.
Okay, so Tony Stark, also known as Iron Man, is richer than Bruce Wayne. Popular event. According to MovieWeb and The Money, Iron Man has an estimated net worth of $12.4 billion, while Batman has an estimated net worth of $9.2.
Yep.
Okay. Hey. I just had to know.
Now, I did research on that a long time ago because we were curious too who was richer, Iron Man or Batman, because it's like, you know,
but you got to
Iron Man
all right, this is the end of the podcast. Everybody, good night. Imagine.
But I mean, Batman does have to fund a fucking orbital space station with a giant laser that can devastate a planet.
But you see, Batman could be richer if he did take cuts in the merchandise that they do for the Justice League and stuff. But you see, that's how everybody else gets paid. It's like he lets them all make money through the JLA and stuff like that. But
you mean like on that one episode where they talk about that shit?
Yeah.
Where Wonder Woman's all like, Wonder Woman merchandise has done pretty well. He's like, don't worry about it.
Flash is the number one person who openly admits he fucking makes a killing off of all Flash merch. There is no actual Bat merch, but this was kind of neat. Bruce did take his kids to Bat Burger, which is a restaurant, which is where, like, you know, they had ordered food. And then they asked him, did they want to jokerize the fries or something like that? And Bruce went off on the fucking kid about why you shouldn't call the fries Joker-sized or something. Joker. It was crazy. But anyway,
you want Superman-sized fries?
Yeah. It was so, it's just so funny. All the food had, like, Batman-themed villains and stuff like that, and
I don't know what it is. Every time I think of a fast food restaurant in an animated thing, I think of the one kid from The Simpsons where he's all like, "Oh no, Mr. Smith, I messed up again."
Oh yeah, I remember that.
That's every time I picture fast food in a cartoon, that's the first one that comes to my mind is that the nasally kid from the Krusty Burger. Mr. Chamber, I messed up the order again.
And scene.